The Temple Mount in Jerusalem has long been one of the most sacred and contested places on earth. Revered by Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike, it is a site layered with centuries of history, myth, and spiritual devotion. Yet beneath its surface, hidden from the ordinary eye, lies a world of secrets that few have ever seen. Recently, an unbelievable artifact was uncovered in this very place, sending shockwaves through the archaeological community and reigniting debates about the origins of faith, ancient civilizations, and humanity itself. The artifact is not just a relic of stone or gold. It is something that challenges accepted history and forces experts to question everything they thought they knew about the ancient world. The discovery was made during a restricted excavation beneath the Temple Mount, where access is tightly controlled due to religious and political tensions. Archaeologists working under extraordinary secrecy stumbled upon a chamber sealed for thousands of years. What they found inside was not the typical pottery shards or crumbled walls one might expect from such a site. Instead, they uncovered an object so advanced, so intricately designed, that some experts claim it could not have been created with the tools and knowledge available in the time period it supposedly belonged to. This artifact is not merely old, it is revolutionary. At first glance, the artifact appeared to be a form of tablet or device, constructed with materials that did not match the surrounding environment. Unlike simple carvings, it bore patterns that seemed both symbolic and mechanical, as though they served a dual purpose of art and function. Some described it as looking like a map, others saw it as a form of encrypted text, while a few dared to suggest it was a technological object, centuries ahead of its time. Its craftsmanship suggested a culture with knowledge of geometry, metallurgy, and perhaps even energy systems far beyond what is recorded in history books. For many, the question was not only what the artifact is, but who could have created it. This find has ignited fierce debates among historians and archaeologists. Some believe it belongs to the period of King Solomon, whose temple once stood on the mount, and who is often associated with wisdom and legendary treasures. Solomon is said to have possessed objects of great power and knowledge, some of which were rumored to be gifts from the heavens themselves. If this artifact is indeed from his time, it may confirm long-dismissed legends about his possession of advanced relics. Others argue that it could date even further back, to a forgotten civilization that predated the Israelites, perhaps linked to the mysterious Canaanites or even older cultures that left behind few traces. The problem is that the object does not fit neatly into any known timeline. Engage with this for a moment. Imagine that beneath one of the most sacred sites in the world, hidden in darkness for thousands of years, lies proof of a civilization that might have had knowledge rivaling or surpassing our own. It is not just history that is being rewritten. It is the very foundation of how we understand human progress. Could it be that what we call modern technology is not entirely new, but a rediscovery of knowledge lost long ago? That possibility is what makes this discovery so unsettling. The reactions from religious scholars have been just as intense as those from scientists. For Jews, the Temple Mount is the site of the first and second temples, sacred spaces tied to God and covenant. For Christians, it is a place connected to the life and teachings of Jesus. For Muslims, it is revered as the location of Al-Aqsa Mosque in the Dome of the Rock, where the Prophet Muhammad is believed to have ascended to heaven. The discovery of such an artifact beneath this site touches the spiritual nerves of billions of people. Some see it as divine confirmation of ancient scriptures, while others view it as a test of faith, raising the question of whether science and religion can coexist when artifacts seem to blur the boundaries between myth and reality. The most shocking aspect of the artifact is not only its construction, but what appears to be inscribed upon it. Researchers have identified markings that resemble no known language, yet they follow mathematical patterns that suggest intentional coding. The symbols are precise, geometric, and repeat with rhythmic consistency, leading some to hypothesize that this is a form of advanced communication, possibly even a lost script designed to record knowledge or transmit information across time. A few radical thinkers have gone further, suggesting it could even be a form of ancient data storage, a concept almost unthinkable for a society thousands of years old. Skeptics, of course, argue that such interpretations are exaggerations born of sensationalism. They caution that what seems advanced may simply be misunderstood, that ancient peoples were capable of intricate designs without necessarily possessing futuristic technology. Yet even the skeptics struggle to explain certain features of the artifact. Metallurgical tests reveal traces of alloys that are extremely rare in nature, some of which would require temperatures and refining methods not believed to exist in the ancient Near East. The artifact is not something easily dismissed as coincidence or accident. It demands explanation, and so far, no explanation fits. For those who study ancient mysteries, this artifact fits into a larger pattern of discoveries that challenge mainstream history. From the pyramids of Egypt to the ruins of Mesopotamia, there are countless examples of structures and objects that seem too advanced for their time. Could it be that humanity once possessed a level of knowledge that was lost through catastrophe, war, or deliberate suppression? If so, the Temple Mount artifact may be one of the most direct pieces of evidence yet, preserved in secrecy until the modern age. To understand the weight of this discovery, one must consider the legends tied to the Temple Mount itself. Some traditions claim that beneath the mount lies the Ark of the Covenant, the sacred chest that held the tablets of Moses and represented the divine presence. Others speak of hidden chambers filled with treasures, relics, and forbidden knowledge sealed away by priests or kings. The artifact found may not be the Ark, but it aligns disturbingly well with the notion that powerful objects were intentionally concealed beneath the mount to protect them from invaders or from unworthy hands. This discovery reignites the old question: what else lies hidden beneath? For the experts studying the artifact, the challenge is immense. Every test, every analysis seems to raise more questions than answers. The age of the object remains uncertain, with radiocarbon tests offering conflicting results. Some layers of residue date back over 2,000 years, while others suggest even older origins. Its craftsmanship defies simple categorization. Even the material composition seems to change depending on which part of the object is tested, as if it were constructed with a deliberate fusion of multiple substances, each serving a unique function. Such sophistication is difficult to reconcile with what we know of ancient technology. Some experts speculate that the artifact might represent a forgotten science, something akin to alchemy, where materials were manipulated with knowledge not only of their physical properties, but of their symbolic or energetic significance. Ancient cultures often merge spirituality and technology, seeing no boundary between the two. If this artifact embodies that principle, it could mean that what we see as mystical myths were actually coded forms of scientific understanding, passed down through symbolism rather than textbooks. For many, the discovery has become more than a matter of archaeology. It is a philosophical and even existential question. If this artifact truly is evidence of a lost knowledge, what does that mean for us today? Are we on a cycle of progress and collapse, destined to rediscover and then lose the same truths over and over? Or is there an intentional design where certain knowledge is revealed only when humanity is ready for it? The Temple Mount artifact pushes us to confront these deeper mysteries, challenging not only our history books, but our understanding of the human journey itself. And here's the most fascinating part. Some insiders claim that the artifact has properties that go beyond the physical. According to whispered accounts, those who handle it report sensations of energy, visions, or an overwhelming sense of presence. While such claims are easily dismissed as imagination, they echo countless stories throughout history of sacred relics imbued with power. If this artifact is more than material, if it carries with it an energy or knowledge that transcends explanation, then perhaps it is no wonder it was hidden for so long. The world may not have been ready for it then, and it may not be ready for it now. What is undeniable is that this discovery has reignited global fascination with the Temple Mount and its secrets. Scholars, believers, skeptics, and dreamers are all drawn to the mystery of what lies beneath. The artifact may eventually be explained in mundane terms, or it may continue to defy comprehension, standing as a silent challenge to our assumptions. Either way, it has already succeeded in reminding us that the world is far older, far stranger, and far more interconnected than we often admit. Mystery Vault invites you to reflect on this discovery and what it means for the way we see history, faith, and the human story. If such an artifact can lie hidden for thousands of years, waiting to surprise the world, what else might still be buried, unseen, beneath our feet? And when the next great discovery is finally unearthed, Will we be ready to face the truths it reveals?